This is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I think a lot of people are excited to be a part of history. This is why this whole thing is pretty big, and it's gonna get even bigger. I can't wait to go. I'm gonna tell you right now. You won't see me up in there. I can't wait. I cannot wait. It's happening. It's all happening. All right, man. Torture Talk After Hours. You know what it is, man. Excuse the rain in the background. There's a lot of rain right now. But we're gonna keep the show rolling. All right. So today, yesterday, Houston show sold out. Day before yesterday, Houston show 2 days ago. Houston show sold out. This year is Arlington, Texas, I believe. And yeah, people were talking about this show. That Kendrick and SZA has done. I believe it's Arlington, Texas. If I'm not, just correct me in the comments. You know what it is. Sometimes we get all messed up. But yeah, man, let's get to it, man. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to the page. There's some people talking about their experience seeing Kendrick Lamar show. So let's go.
I said H-Town. Are we in this motherfucker tonight?
I ain't gonna lie, Houston, y'all making K-Dot look like he at home, boy. Y'all looking like y'all over here in Cali with me, bruh. Y'all got K-Dot at Houston looking like it's LA, bruh.
Welcome back to Marcus at Work Media. So the second date of the Kendrick Lamar Grand National Tour have been wrapped, and the numbers have been insane. They've made millions already off the current dates. One was at 100% capacity on a Minneapolis show. The second was at like 98% capacity, and they sold them joints out, right? All the feedback has been good from the fans. Obviously, we got Drake stands on the side with their little 2 cents, but let's get a nice little walkthrough from a fan's perspective who went.
See, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing, man. People gotta understand the magnitude of the big three and how big this actually is. The big three would consist of J. Cole, Kendrick, and Drake, right? Out of the big three, Kendrick is the king. He's the one who can do this. And the thing about Kendrick is he's hip hop personified. He is hip hop. There's nowhere else around it. He's hip hop. And I think a lot of people don't understand that. They merge genres to try to get to be the top of hip hop and then rap a little bit. And Kendrick Lamar, he didn't really do that. He just exists at the top of hip hop. This is why it's going to be difficult for Drake to ever beat Kendrick Lamar, because he's pure hip hop. Drake is manufactured hip hop. If y'all understand what I'm saying. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it going.
To the Houston show on what she thought about her experience.
Yesterday, I went to go see Kendrick and SZA on tour here in Houston. Let me tell you how it went. We got to NRG around 7:30. We wanted to be there around 6:30 or 7, but we live kind of far away from there and traffic was crazy. So the first thing I did was go to the merch stand. I always like to get my merch first because it sells out. I really wanted to get that Airbrush Gloria shirt, but those sold out first. So I went with letter A and B. I got one for me and one for my husband. Now the merch that I really wanted was the limited edition Mustard GNX vinyl. I had to go to 2 different merch lines to get this because it sold out in both. I ended up getting it. I was so happy so I can add it to my Kendrick collection. I already have 2 GNXs, now I have 3. Our seats were in section 106 row E, so we were pretty close to the front. I don't like to get floor tickets because I'm not the tallest, so it's always somebody taller than me in the front. Y'all, I cannot stress this enough. Get to the concert on time. They started at 8:30. I've never seen a headliner start that early before. Y'all, I was so hyped. This was my 4th Kendrick concert I went to and my 2nd time seeing SZA. I've been a Kendrick fan since 2012 and a SZA fan since Control came out. Kendrick played all of GNX except for Heart Part 6 and GNX, which I mean, I know why he didn't play GNX. Even though I'm a GNX writer, I love GNX. I know a lot of people don't like that song. He also played a medley of songs from all of his other albums, Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly, Damn, Black Panther soundtrack, and Mr. Morale. SZA did a good mix too. I want to say it was almost equal between all of her albums. I know she did a lot of Control, SOS, and Lana. And SZA's mic was on. I'm not sure what happened at the Minnesota show. I know some people were saying that they couldn't hear SZA. They were hearing like the backing tracks. But in Houston, I could definitely hear SZA singing. Anyways, y'all, the show was a 10 out of 10. Kendrick always puts on a good show, and SZA did amazing as well.
She liked to grab her merch first because them joints definitely did sell out as.
Yeah, man. This is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I think a lot of people are excited to be a part of history. This is why this whole thing is pretty big, and it's gonna get even bigger. I can't wait to go. I'm gonna tell you right now. You won't see me up in there. I can't wait. I cannot wait. It's happening. It's all happening.
Usual as she thought. Now, she grabbed the vinyl, which is classic memorabilia because once those jokes are gone, they're gone. Then it's only in the people's collection at that point. I liked the Gloria shirts. And did you see the size of that venue? Like, we see the numbers of the capacity, but looking at it from her perspective and all of those people that were there, man, that's crazy. As she said, traffic was crazy. Obviously. Now, I want to point out that she did say she got there. I think the show was starting around 8 or something like that. And he started headlining literally about 8:30 before 9. And if you've been to any concert, you know the main headliners like to go last. And they got a couple opening acts normally. And then they're like the last to go on with a few songs, right? That is not like that. He giving people they money's worth. I think the Houston show average ticket price was like $200. You getting that.
Yeah, you definitely getting your money's worth because most artists don't do this. Most artists do not come out. They don't come out, man, at a certain time. Some of these artists come out. You'll be there all until 12 o'clock midnight. They'll come out, perform for an hour and leave. Not even that. Some perform for like 20 minutes and leave. Like they'll do like 5 songs and then have the crowd jumping after they've been waiting there for hours. Like I'm telling you, bro, I've been to one of those concerts before.
Full $200 worth of show. So in between, SZA doing her thing, people had questions about her mic on the Minneapolis show in the backtrack, but people were saying, hey, her mic was on, live, and cracking on that Houston show. So whatever issues they had, they fixed that right out the gate. So SZA has some nice little dope sets, and it seems like they changed up a set a little bit from city to city. And Dot did his normal show. He did his normal lineup. Some of the old school tracks, some of the new tracks, obviously, Not Like Us, obviously. And they even did some of the Drake features. Kendrick did Poetic Justice, and SZA did Rich Baby Daddy. So it's not like they afraid to throw in any Drake influence in there, but he also still paid Euphoria as well. So let's not get it confused. This is a show.
Yeah, I heard about that. I heard that he did. I heard that he did did those joints and people went crazy. I mean, what can you really say, man? You can't really say nothing. What can you say? Kendrick Lamar performs Poetic Justice. I don't think he did Drake's part. And SZA performs Rich Baby Dad. I don't think she did Drake's part too. But I don't know. I don't know what Drake thinking right now. Especially Rich Baby Dad. Rich Baby Dad. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's keep it going.
This is not a Drake hate concert, right? Now, among that great experience my sister just laid out for us, we, of course, got Drake stands. They sitting there creating this narrative with SZA. This one dude jumped on TikTok talking about justice for SZA. Why does SZA need justice? Well, he feels like SZA is getting overlooked on the tour. Now, according to that last woman's account in Houston, they had about equal time on the set. This guy is trying to say, oh, well, people always say it's Kendrick's tour. It's Kendrick doing the show. It's Kendrick Grand National. SZA is rarely mentioned, or if she is mentioned, it's more of an afterthought. It's not like she got full credibility as a co-headliner of the tour.
Hey, justice for SZA, man. SZA out there on tour, you know what I'm saying, with K-Dot, using more of the stage than he's using, putting on the best show that she's capable of putting on, just for the K-Bots to get in my comment section and be like, Kendrick's doing stadiums. Kendrick's the one on tour. Kendrick's doing this and Kendrick's doing that. These the same people that were saying justice for Party Next Door because Drake didn't put him in a music video for a song that he's not even on. But the big up they man, they get on here and act like he on tour by himself. Hey, justice for SZA, man. Hashtag justice for SZA.
Now,
I tell you one thing. You gotta understand, there's some people out there who want to get seen, who want to create a narrative no matter what. This guy literally says justice for SZA. SZA is doing a stadium worldwide tour with Kendrick Lamar, and he's saying justice for SZA when she's doing a stadium tour with Kendrick, and he's saying justice for SZA. These are the same people that was complaining about Party Next Door not being in the Nokia video. Well, wait a minute. SZA and Kendrick don't have an album together. Party Next Door and Drake does. Party Next Door was not in a Nokia video. It doesn't matter. It don't matter if he wasn't on the song. At least he could be in the video, which is crazy to me how he would make that comparison. Justice for SZA. Oh, she out there using more of the stage than he is because she's an R&B artist. She's supposed to. Rappers don't really supposed to be jumping around doing all this stuff. Y'all got to remember, hip hop music, for the most part, it's just rhythmic patterns. That's it. I mean, you got some rappers who do stuff, but for the most part, that's the dancers and all that's supposed to do that. Not the hip hop artist itself. What y'all expect them to do? Backflips and do barrel rolls? What y'all expect them to do? I don't understand it. But it is what it is. Let's keep going.
Completely disagree with what this dude is saying, although in the beginning it was some people feeling like Kendrick's status was overshadowing SZA's contributions on the show. But as we've got down to the second date, rolling into the third, that is not being the case with the song selections, and the stage time does not reflect that. Now, people had a little commentary on it with Super Bowl performance where Kendrick did a lot of the songs. SZA had like a nice little part. People felt like it wasn't giving her enough time, but that is not the case on the tour. So what this guy is saying is just Drake bots, Aubrey Angels, looking for something to complain about.
This is not like some machine. I spent all my own money. So every activation that you see, this isn't paid for by a label. This is 100% the label of love.
You know, the crazy thing is too, this is such a big moment for music, not even just culturally. I think people like SZA and Kendrick because they feel like they're a part of history. Like they're making history with these people. You understand, like this is a big deal. And she out there talking to the crowd like that. Yeah, this is a big deal. They really feel like they're connected to them. They feel like they're just average people who made it and now they're giving back. Kind of like the Robin Hood story. But that's exactly what it feels like for some people. I could tell. Just from watching people's videos and their reactions, I could tell that that's what it is.
Now, with all the hype going around the show and all the footage is coming out, what people experience is like, which is mostly all positive, minus the Drake stands, This is what some people are feeling like that haven't bought their tickets yet, that feel like they might want to go ahead and do that.
From all the snippets I've seen on Twitter this morning, the GNX tour looking mighty right, and shit, trying to get my tickets now, you know what I'm saying, see what's up. But the main thing that stuck out to me is that, man, Anita Baker is allowing Kendrick to really, like, use her stuff within this whole thing. It's like, bro, that's massive, because y'all know that Anita don't be fucking with nobody, bro. So, her fucking with K-Dot, bro, goated, bro. But I'm ready to go see that show, bro. How about y'all?
Now, I like the part he had said about Anita Baker.
I never knew that Anita Baker didn't want anybody to use her stuff. I never heard that before. Maybe that's the thing. I don't know. I never heard that she don't allow people to use her stuff. I never heard that. But this is another problem I have with people is everybody's always seeking validation. They always want other people's opinion before they actually do something that they want to do. I actually don't care for people's opinion. I like people's opinion, don't get me wrong, but I don't care enough where I need to make a decision from it. I'm gonna see the GNX concert. I bought my ticket when it first was announced, but for some reason I didn't get my ticket. I don't know why, but now I got it. So I'm not looking for validation. I want to go because I want to go. You know what I'm saying? Because you get a lot of people who like that. So let's keep it going.
Anita Baker co-signed and approved her likeness being used with the Kendrick show and song. That's real big because, as he said, Anita Baker don't be f***ing with people like that. So for him to get that approval is all good luck. That's GOAT business right there. Now, to another Kendrick fan's experience, this woman said it the best when she said, Kendrick and SZA owes me nothing after this show. She loved her experience so much that, unlike a Drake show where they're holding up signs talking about pay my mom's bills, Kendrick did none of that. SZA did none of that. And people are still saying, what? They owe me nothing.
I went to the Grand National Tour last night. Let me tell you something. Kendrick and SZA owe me nothing. Y'all owe me nothing, baby. A time was had. Well, let me start off by saying that the mic, okay, SZA's mic, baby, it was on. I don't know about y'all in them other states, but in Houston, she gave us live vocal. And another thing, that man didn't drop my girl. Baby, they stuck the landing.
So far, it seems like the Kendrick Lamar and SZA Grand National Tour is a beyond success. By numbers, by influence, by feedback, all of the above is checking all the boxes so far. Now, mind you, we got about 29 more dates, and they've already probably made like 14 mil so far. So it will definitely probably top over the Big Stepper tour.
Well, we already know it's going to top over the Big Stepper tour because, number one, it's much bigger in scale. I would give it by the fifth, probably by, we know it's going to top the Big Stepper tour. I mean, we know. It's going to happen. But yeah, man, Kendrick Lamar and SZA, man, they doing their thing out there. Thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all, man. I'll see y'all on the next one, man. And y'all have yourself a good afternoon, good morning, or good evening. I don't know why I say it like that, but good morning, good afternoon, good evening. All right, man. I'm out of here. See y'all. Peace. Bye.